Man, this is a solid set list. Keep on smiling.
Adam, one thing that was really cool is we got a really good solo by Brandon.
Do you remember on which song?
It was between "I Want More" and Beck's Bolero, right, Tim?
Nice.
Yeah. And then, Tim, you tell me. I don't think I imagined this. Basically, Derek joined that solo at the end, and started like, I don't know. I literally was just shaking my head with what he did at the end of Brandon's solo.
Yeah,
I think there's video out there.
It was jaw dropping. It was really cool. I don't know, the way they all kind of read each other's minds is amazing. I had a weird experience at this show because I just kind of, I'm just carrying my own baggage there. And my particular baggage that night was I had some, expectations of songs that I really wanted to hear, and I didn't hear those songs. It doesn't matter what they were, but it was cool to me because even though they're not playing what I would have chosen, they're just as amazing no matter what. If you hang around long enough, maybe something cool will happen that's better than anything you would have contrived on your own. And, that happens over and over at these shows.
That happens within songs. They'll start a song and then they'll take it somewhere that I didn't necessarily expect, but it's more that I don't expect myself to always emotionally go to a certain place that the song takes me. That's what catches me off guard, not necessarily their virtuosity, but my own reaction to their virtuosity. It's like, I didn't plan on getting emotional right now over sometimes even upbeat songs. It's just so meaningful to me, all this music that, like, Keep on Growing or some of these more upbeat songs or rockin' tunes or even Passaquan, just you hear one note, it's like, I'm almost in tears just from the idea of Midnight in Harlem about to start.
Yeah. His favorite Mickey Hart quote is, sometimes music is entertainment and other times it's transportation.
That makes sense.
That's good.
You made me think too when you were talking through your show experience. It's like sometimes I'll say I didn't get what I wanted, but I got exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
What were your highlights of the show?
For me, it was Crash on the Levee, or Down in the Flood, rather.
Yeah.
Keep on Growing was Keep on Growing is another example of a song that I would not have chosen. There were other songs that I really wanted to hear, and they started that one. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess this is okay.
And then by the end, you're like,
and then
awesome.
It didn't. 5 seconds later, it was like, damn, this is so good.
And they haven't played that as much, I think, lately. Not this year. We haven't gotten too much. We've gotten less Keep on Growing and less Any Day, I think, in 2024, which is fine.
It's so great. And I thought that Gabe had some really great solos on electric piano.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of break it down, give him a minute in the spotlight. I really love the way he shines on those things.
Yeah, so they're dead, like center outfield, like almost up against the wall is where the stage was. So all the way at the other end would have been home plate.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, and then you can kind of see where the retractable roof would have been up there. I had pit, so I was in the front, was like a whole pit area. So I got a pit ticket, and then it was all seats on the floor. The rest of that behind there.
So you were in. Are you here? Do
you might be able to find me from my hair.
Where were you?
I went looking for one of the other pictures. I was pretty close to the center, maybe like halfway back in the pit.
You're behind. Derek's blocking you.
It's like, where's Waldo right now?
Yeah. And black and white makes it a little bit tougher. But yeah, man, this must feel incredible to like walk out. This place is packed. It looks pretty damn crowded. Look at this, all the way up in Here you got look at it. I mean, that's pretty packed all the way up until
it was still filling in for Marcus King, maybe halfway. By the time Tedeschi truck started, it was maybe 70 to 80%, probably 80%. By the time it ended, I looked behind me and it was like I was like jam packed in, like almost completely full.
Yeah, this is all from what the band shared. Just, I mean, it's a nice. The Mets broadcast was speaking fondly and highly of this park, and they were impressed by it. It seems to have unique dimensions and look to it. It's sort of asymmetrical. Even baseball stadiums that are asymmetrical, they're still sort of symmetrical, if that makes any sense. Where this definitely has like a unique feel to it. It's cool shots of our horn section here.
Yeah, like the roof was like rectangular the way it looked like it retracted, which isn't symmetrical with the way the park is shaped.
Dude, this is such an incredible shot. Like, there's something about this stadium. Like, everything is so vast. Like, I mean, this, you can see the set list right here. I could have just pulled it. Here you go, right here.
Wow. Yeah. It's enormous. I mean, and you look up and the ceiling, I mean, you're in a huge ballpark.
I don't know. I know that Falcon has played thousands of gigs and probably has all sorts of memorabilia and pictures and who knows what in his home or whatever. But this looks like something that could be framed, like, and could be on like a wall as some sort of like, memory of quite an achievement of playing in front of like this gigantic crowd. It's just super cool. Look at that.
Epic shot.